What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. 707. As you all know, sometimes I drive part-time for Lyft, and I ran into an issue Friday night, or Friday morning, I should say, where I got a long trip, which is fine. A lot of drivers, they sometimes turn down long trips because of the issue with coming back. Um, but it's fine to me. If if they need to go there, I'm not going to cancel. I try not to. But the problem was, it was a ride from Oakland to Stockton. The problem was when I dropped the ride off, uh, the payment to me was $50, and that right there in itself is unacceptable. I'm expecting $80 to $90 for that ride because I've had rides that long and I know about how much it should be. But they paid me $50. But when I had some free time, what I did was I wanted to audit my ride, and something told me that something was not right. So I looked at the ride receipt, and it brought up the total miles, and I'll show you how to do that right here. So basically, YouTube, I'm gonna go into these ride receipts. And I'm gonna show you how I call Lyft pretty much. I'm not gonna place no blame. I'm just gonna say, I got shorted on a ride. I'm not gonna say Lyft intentionally did it. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself on this matter. I'm gonna just go with what Lyft says. As long as they pay me back, that's cool. But I would just want everybody to be aware that there's a possibility that you could get shorted on a ride. See, this ride right here, it took me from downtown Oakland to Stockton, which was like, whoa, it's a long ride. I'm expecting to get paid like $80 to $90 off of that. So, and I posted in one of the rooms, one of the chat rooms for Lyft drivers and Uber drivers, and somebody said that they don't see a problem with that fare from Oakland to Stockton. And me me knowing and being experienced, I know it wasn't right. And so look at the picture. Look at the picture here. Shows me dropping up in Oakland. Picking up in Oakland and then dropping off in Livermore. That's not Stockton. Okay. And then also I look down at the miles here. It says 65 miles. I know that's not right because it's more than 65 miles from Oakland to Stockton. Just common sense should tell you that. Even if you don't know the exact miles, I know it's more than 65. Okay, so what I did was I went back through the history of my my Google Maps, and it gives you a history of all the trips you took, and pretty much. Okay, I know I picked this guy up in downtown Oakland, and then I dropped him off in Stockton. So from there on, it's like, okay, it shows you the trip. You picked up right here and you dropped off right here. So I retyped that back through the app, and it came up with a number of 81 miles. Help center, contact support. This is how you call Lyft, in case you don't know. Bam, driver issue. Just putting in anything for the sake of just showing you how to call Lyft. What time, whatever. And then bam, once you fill all that out, it gives you the option to call them. So I called them up, and I talked to the lady. I gave her the location of the ride, the time, and how much my ride receipt said, and how much, when I cross-referenced that with Google Maps, how much Google Maps said the total miles was. And the ride receipt said 65 miles. Google Maps said 81. She was able to then look in the system and come up with the fact that I was shorted by $29.75. That's a lot of money. To short somebody on a ride. You know, $5 is a lot of money, but $29.75, that's a lot of money. And I was just glad that I caught that, and that Lyft was able to pay that back. So I'm gonna post the conversation. So
And your net. Go ahead.
so you said there's gonna be a credit.
Yes, it's gonna be it's gonna be like a bonus. Um, and it's gonna be for $29.75.
Minus the Lyft fee, or is that including the Lyft fee?
Well, it's just a bonus, so that like that's not nothing's gonna be taken out of that because that's what Lyft actually owes you.
So
We've already.
so in fact, I was supposed to get paid almost $80 for that ride, right?
Yes, you're supposed to get 8109.
Okay. See that? I'm glad I found that, because when I finished the ride, I was like, wow, that's a long ride for $50, and then I got to get all the way back to my location. So it's like, I mean, I'm glad you could help me with that, and I definitely, like, gonna have to start checking my receipts more, because it's been seeming like I've been getting paid less lately. So I don't know what's been going on with the system. If Is anybody else having this issue?
No, I haven't had any calls where anybody else has been having this issue, but usually it's just like connectivity. Like sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like a glitch in the system. You're in a high paced area where Lyft is used, so it's like any other system. If it's always being used, always at the same time, it could just happen. It's kind of like a computer, so sometimes they crash.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, so that's what it is.
I'm I'm glad you can help me. Is there possible that I can be sent the email or something to verify, to so I can have the proof and all that?
Yeah, I can send you over an email.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your help so much. What's your name again?
You're welcome, Ariel.
All right, Ariel. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You should also see this in your next weekly deposit. Okay, so don't
I'll
look
see
for
it
it for
next week.
today.
Okay, I won't see it. Be able to
Yeah.
deposit it today.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Do you have any other questions for me?
That's it. I appreciate all your help.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for calling Lyft. Okay.